What's up? What's good, everybody? Hopefully, everybody had an amazing, blessed day. What I want to do is something a little different tonight. I want to share my screen and review some profitable products here. Let me go live on IG real quick. Let me pin the comment on IG, and we about to get busy tonight, y'all. Let me pin this comment on IG. And we about to get to work. What's going on, IG? If you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel. The link is down in my bio. All right, YouTube here. We're about to get busy. I'm about to go over some profitable products, how you guys can find these products in minutes, right? All right, so let's start with the first product here. And these products are actually being sourced from eBay to Amazon, right? So let me share my screen. Y'all give me 2 seconds here to share my screen. If you want to see my screen, go over to my YouTube channel. Go over to my YouTube channel if you want to see my screen while I show you these products you can pick up in minutes or get your virtual assistant to do it. So slide over. The link is in my bio if you want to look at these products I'm about to go over. All right, so I think I'm sharing my screen real quick. All right, so this first product here is actually a textbook, if you guys can see here. So this textbook, we already see it. They had 2 in stock, right? So the first thing you want to do is analyze the seller. Now, I like to stay at a 98% or higher, but BookBite is actually, I think, a reputable company. So I don't mind if it's a huge company. This looks like this is probably their second account or so. And they offer 30-day return. So if something is not right, guess what? You just can return it. So we see that right here that we can purchase it for $15. Is $5.99 for shipping. Round that up to $6. So we all in at about $21. Now, another thing that I like to do is actually contact the seller and reach out to see if I can get a discounted rate, right? Because we always make our money whenever we buy. But let's assume, just for the sake of this live stream, that we can't really negotiate and we have to stick to that price. So we're all in at $21. Now, we're not going to be paying any sales tax on that specific listing. Why is that, Trav? Because we have tax exemption, right? Now, we're going to have a resale certificate. So what does that mean? That's going to allow us to buy these products at exactly what it says on the screen, right? Because the government doesn't allow, I'm using the right term. The government doesn't require you to pay taxes on the front end. And when you sell it, pay taxes whenever the end buyer buys it. So you can actually, or essentially, pass those taxes down to the end buyer. And that way on the front end, you do not have to pay any taxes, right? Now, remember, do not use this method for grocery shopping. So if you're out grocery shopping, do not use your tax exemption certificate because you can get in a lot of trouble, right? But if you're buying it for inventory to repurchase, to resell, then you're able to use it, right? Let me check. Let me make sure YouTube back good. If you guys can see my screen. All right, perfect. All right, let me go back into that screen. So we purchasing all in at $21 right here, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is check it on Amazon. And y'all forgive me. This is the first time me sharing my screen in a while. So if it's slower, I apologize. We'll get the setup. If you guys like it, make sure to like and share the stream out. Stream out with about 5 people. If you like to see this content, just let me know and we'll keep giving it to you. All right. Now, so we're all in at $21 right here. We call this the buy box. If you guys can see my cursor moving right here on the right, the buy box or the featured offer is $139.99, right? So right now, it looks pretty good from what we're seeing. It looks great. Okay. Scrolling down, another software I like to use is called Keeper. Now, Keeper is showing right here, we had a little bit of static. So the range that I'm in now are about the past 3 months. Let me make sure. Yep. Past 3 months. So right here was a little bit lower. It was down to about 90. But right here, this yellowish grayish color in the back, Amazon came on the listing. When the big dog Amazon came on the listing, it moved to $212. Now, right here, I like to be at the buy box price when it's an FBA seller. FBA is like fulfillment by Amazon. So we've noticed since what's that? About July let's see what that date is. July the 27th. It's been pretty constant at about $150, right? And if you click on that specific offer, it'll show you what this thing has been selling at. So this seller or this store owner, American Press, they've had it and then they started to sell a little bit here, right? You see the numbers start to go down a little bit. So around this 149, this 150 price is where they've been moving it. Okay. They've been moving it at this 150. So that lets me know people are buying it here. This green line is sales rank. So anytime this thing drops down, this is telling us that at least one sale has occurred. Okay, at least one. Now, it could have been more than one, but at least one. And they call these keeper drops. Okay, so I know people are paying $149 for this book. Okay, right now, as we're doing this live stream, the buy box is actually down to $139. Okay, and we saw that. Remember right here, I call this the buy box if you guys are brand new. $139.99. Okay, so I know since people were buying it for $149 here that they'll buy it for $139. But worst case scenario, down here at the bottom, it's been steady at 90. So let's just say worst case scenario, what we be okay with if we sold this for 90. Remember, our buy price was $21. Okay, so $21. If you purchase this thing for $21, at the worst case scenario, right? The absolute worst case scenario, you IG, if you guys want to see my screen, tap the link in my bio, head over to my YouTube. You guys can see my screen. Okay, worst case scenario, this thing is going to sell for $90. That's what the data is telling us. We can pick it up for 21. Worst case scenario, right? We can make $41 profit. And look at that ROI. Beautiful. I like to call these home runs. 196% return on investment. How many people would love a return on investment like that? Now, this is the worst case scenario, right? I think we can at least sell this thing for at least about 139 because it's been steady here. And the data showed us that it's been moving at 149. So I think we could sell it at 139.99. Let's just put that in. And what would happen? Boom, your profits went up to $83.84, almost a 400% return on investment. Let me check back on YouTube to make sure y'all still with me. I don't have any comments. Let me turn the comments back on. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the box and I'll be sure to answer them if you guys have any questions or concerns. All right. So I think I can move this thing for $139.99. I'm only buying it for $21. And remember, let's go back to the eBay page, okay? eBay said it's 2 in stock. We pick up both of those. Yeah. So we actually got 2 times $83. So that would put us at $166. Now, one question you guys may have is, okay, how do you know this thing is going to move, right? So the category that we're talking about tonight is the media category, which helped me make my first 6 figures. Right here in the best sellers rank, I like to be in the top 1%, right? So it's other things that I look at, but just for the basics, for you guys that's brand new, being in that top 1% is a game changer. You'll notice right here on SellerAmp, and you guys, if you want a free trial to any of this software, just use the links down in the description of this video. Top 1% is a pretty safe range. Right here, I like to be at 15 sales or greater per month. That's actually double. So you know at least one sale is occurring every single day. That's going to put you in a prime position to move your inventory. So I already know it's not going to take long. You're going to get on this listing, match the buy box, and pretty much you're going to sell almost instantly. You invest that $21, or if you get 2 copies, you invest that $42, you make $166 profit. So again, because some of the times people will get confused. Hey, if I got that $21 back, if I invest $21, you actually get 83. So profit means you get that on top of your $21. So in total, once we invest $21, we're actually going to get, what's that, $104 back. Okay, so just for clarity, I know some of you guys may know what profit is. That's the amount that you get back on top of what you spend, but everybody, could be new to business, and I have people, asking me about that all the time. That profit return on investment here is great. If you want to scroll down, some people like to look at the estimated time to sell. So right here, I don't really go by that. Being a veteran seller, being on the platform like 13 years, I can kind of know when it's going to move for the most part, looking at the graph. But right here, if you're brand new, about 4 days to sell once it goes live. So how many people, let me go back to the YouTube here. How many people would invest in this product? If you could spend $21, let me pull myself back up. If you could spend $21 and turn it into, what was that? Let me look back, $83. Drop a 1 in the chat if you would do that. If you would spend 21 and in 4 days, that's the estimate. It could be faster, a little bit longer. How many people would take that deal? If they say, hey, I'm going to give you, if you give me $21, I'm going to give you $83. I got somebody said 1. I like to be interactive, y'all. So if y'all enjoying this, y'all be interactive. Talk to me. All right. We got some 1s in the chat. There we go. We got some 1s in the chat. It only makes sense, right? And that's the basic behind this game. You want to pour in that money to get more money back, right? We want to reinvest that money and start that snowball. So right now, I picked that first product. If you guys would have invested into this product, then we would have been up $166, right? So that's one that I picked out. Let me exit out of these. Let me share my screen again. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Miss Welch, how you doing? How you doing? How did you enjoy the challenge? Appreciate you rocking in with us tonight. Let me figure out how to do this, y'all. I'm coming, I promise. I promise you I'm coming. Let me try to share my screen. I think I'm sharing it already. Let me make sure. Y'all give me 2 seconds to get this right. All right, cool. We good. We good. Let me exit out of this. And we're going to go on to the next one. If y'all want to see my screen on IG, come over to my YouTube channel real quick. Let me exit out of this and we're going to go to the next one. I just pulled a few tonight for us to look at. Show you guys some of the possibilities on this platform and how you can supplement your 9-to-5, or you can replace your 9-to-5 with this game, right? Once you know what you're doing. So the first thing I want to do is look at the eBay offer here. Y'all give it a second to pull up. Know my MacBook. All right, so look at this one, right? This one could have been purchased. I'm around the shipping up to $25, even though it's $467. So we could have bought it for $20, right? $5 shipping. We all in at $25. Travis, what about the taxes? Remember, if you're just getting on this live stream, we are not paying any taxes, okay, guys? No taxes on this because we are tax exempt, okay? You want to look at the picture. Another thing, always look at to make sure the inventory is exactly what they say it is, right? You don't want to get scammed or get a counterfeit book, or especially in the book category, you want to make sure all your products are authentic. Okay, so double check it. And sometimes this scares people away. The seller does not accept returns. That's okay, because right here, this is a little cheat code. If you do not get what was promised, all you got to do is say, hey, this item didn't come as described, and they'll give you your money back, right? So don't panic thinking somebody gonna get over on you if they send you something it's not brand new. Just go ahead and put in that claim, and then they'll issue you a prepaid label to ship it back. You get a full refund. Okay, but let's assume for this specific listing that everything checks out. You $25 in. Let me get a sip of water, and we're gonna check Amazon. All right, let's look at Amazon and see what's going on. $25 in. All right, remember, this is in the top 1%. I recommend that for beginners. Once you start to get advanced, you can go a little bit outside of that and kind of look at what the market is really telling you. This one here has an estimated 43 sales per month. So that's well over the 10 to 15 times per month. Right here, I didn't explain that. That's like max calls. Right now, I have a minimum my VAs can purchase, and VA stands for virtual assistants, right? So that is a 30% return on investment. So they can't go any lower than this. So the max cost that we would pay for this item would be $99.66. It's just a metric for them to kind of keep in there on the screen, so they'll know not to buy anything over that price. Now we know the product we're purchasing is only $25, right? But this sales price, we don't know that yet. What I want to do to be conservative, if you guys see this keeper chart right here on the right, we noticed when Amazon was on the listing, they was controlling the market. So it was probably about the buy box was at that 127.99, right? So what I would do in my head, worst case scenario, right? If I sold this particular item for $127.99, I would make $73 profit, almost $300 return on investment if I sold that there. Now, one thing we know about the market, whenever Amazon moves off the listing, you guys can see what happened to the price. It ballooned, right? And that's most of the time what's going to happen. Once Amazon gets off this listing, the price you will see shoot up. It even shot up to like 212, but look like it's around this 160-ish range, 165 in the blue. And that's a merchant fulfilled seller, okay? So we probably, as FBA, which I recommend for beginners to get your sales up and running, you probably can price it over. But let's just say, since Amazon's off the listing, we want to be conservative, that we move it for 160. Look what you got. You guys took $25 and brought back $125. $100 profit, $400 return on investment off of this one product, guys. Once you learn this strategy, okay, right? So the first product, and we can go down and look at some more data. Let's see what else SellersAmp is going to give us. So right here, again, to me, that's not accurate, but we're just looking at the numbers for the sake of the live stream. 2 days to sell this, guys. 2 days to sell this. You can put $25 in, sell it for $160 conservatively, get $100 back profit, and your ROI is 400%. So off of those two products, mind you, I'm just pulling out before the live stream started. I wanted to pull out some decent products so you guys can really see what's going on, kind of like what my virtual assistants do throughout the day. That we already up off of we're two products, but three quantity in total, because we got two of the first one and we will purchase one of this one. We're up $266 profit. Okay, that's not sales, that's profit. Okay, all right. Somebody said, let me look at hold on, y'all. Let me look at the comments real quick. Y'all bear with me with this technology. All right, somebody said just listed my first 3 Amazon listing, trying to get my money up. Keep at it, studios for sure. Miss Welch, I'm great. The challenge was amazing. The challenge was amazing. I'm hitting up the Goodwills tomorrow. I'm glad you enjoy. Appreciate you. Definitely keep us updated on how well you do with that. All right, so right now, just off of the live stream, the first 2 examples, we already made $266. And I think the longest time to wait, according to SellersAmp, is less than a week, right? So pretty much you can do this every day and get that snowball effect. So we up 266. So to make it to 6 figures, I think we need to hit at least 9K. It's like $283 or something a day. So we already at 266 with the first 2 examples that I showed you guys. So let me get back in and we'll show you some more examples here. Let me see what I need to do. All right, let's see. Let's see. Boom. I think we just looked at this one. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, be sure to drop them down in the chat. I'm answering all questions. All right, let's look at another one here. I just pulled out some from the eBay sold listing to let you guys see this arbitrage opportunity that once you get great at these skills, what's available so that you don't have to trade your time for money. You can actually train a VA once you learn this system in and out to do this work for you, right? My business is automated, right? We either have physical employees or we have software that can do this stuff for you, right? Because you don't want to be like me, you start making your first 6 figures, but you got to work hard for it, right? Once you realize that time is your most valuable asset, then we become value shoppers, right? I want to keep control more of my time throughout the day. I don't want to depend on if I get sick or something happens to my family. Where's my income going to come from? Because unfortunately, we love our jobs, this, that, and the other, and I don't have anything against having a job. But if something happened to you, if you got sick, they're going to send your family a card. They might send them some gift cards and this, that, and condolences, but they just going to plug somebody else in. So we definitely got to be looking out for ourselves, for our family, for generations after us. So let's check this one out. Let me go to eBay first. IG, if you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel and drop some comments there. We're going to look at this one, y'all. All right. Y'all give me a second. All right, boom. So this one right here, eBay sold listing. So this one's already gone, right? I'm just looking through the sold listing. This chemistry book. All right, so one unique thing about this one is the picture is a stock photo, right? So we can't see the actual image like we could on the other ones. So what you could do, you could actually message the seller and ask them if you feel uncomfortable. We don't really know their feedback percentage. So you got to kind of be wary of that because you don't want anybody to try to get over on you. Of course, we know that they can't because of the eBay money back guarantee. So we good off of that. But right here, we can pick this up for $50, $58 with shipping. I'm going to round that $767 up. So $58 we can be all in. Now, not all opportunities are going to be great opportunities. So let's see if this one works here. Okay. All right. So right now, the buy box is at $255.99. Again, for the people just chiming on, the buy box is this featured area, the featured offer that we refer to as the buy box on Amazon. All right, I want to go down and look at Keeper though, because sometimes these buy box prices can be inflated. So this is kind of similar to the last one, right? So over here, in June, Amazon was controlling the market, which they usually do. So what I would do on this one is price worst case scenario. If the market flipped when we send our product in, this would be the worst case scenario. It would bounce down, probably back down to this level, right? So I would put in What we paying for it? $58. All right, let me go back to the chat. So right here, we would pay 58. Worst case scenario, sell it for 132, profit $40, return on investment about 70%. It's the top 1%. You're getting about 74 or greater sales per month. It's moving at least 3 times a day or 2 times, a little over 2 times a day. Let me go back to the chat. Put buy in the chat if you would buy that product. How many people would buy that product? If you would buy that product, if you can invest $58, I think, and make $40 on top of that, how many people would buy that product? Y'all interact with me tonight. Put buy in the chat if you would buy that product. Let me know who would buy that. We got a question here too. Let's see. Miss Tyra, I've tried following the steps to put my first product on Amazon, but they have where they aren't accepting to resell. Is it a way around that? So yes, what you want to do is get ungated, okay? Get ungated. And the process for that is purchasing 10 products of that brand. So what brand, Miss Tyra, or what category were you trying to get ungated in? Let me know. Which product or a brand? All right, so we got buy. We only got one person would buy that deal. How many people would spend $58 to get $98 back? And let's see how long it would take to sell. Let me see. Let's look at the data. Let's see how long SellerAmp estimates. It says not enough data, but it's definitely moving faster than the last. Something times per month. This one is moving 74, so it's less than 2 days. Probably the day that you send it in is gone. So we're gonna just estimate 1 day, right? 1 day. All right, so we got 2 buys right quick. All right, so we good. At least 2 people, 20% of y'all answer there. So that is the potential of what you can do. Now let's go back and look at it. That's the worst case scenario. Remember, in this business, we're only making data-driven decisions, right? We're not guessing. We're not hoping anything. We're making data. We're based off the market. We look at this chart. We see the worst case scenario. And what you could do is stretch it out. I like staying within 90 days if it's a fast mover. But back here, Amazon was even more, right? I would look at 90 days. It's like the range I would be in because you want to send in pretty much fast movers. So I look at those 90 days. That'll give you a general direction of where the market is going. But that's worst case scenario. Right here, let's see if they've been getting any sales right quick. They still had one in stock. Let's see if they're purchasing at this 220. All right, so right here, if you guys notice this line, this seller here or this business owner had it at 220. They had one in stock, and then they sold it on August the 8th. So somebody purchased this for 220 already. All right, so it does move at 220. So let's just say conservatively, we priced ours at 200 because I like to be conservative. I don't want to overestimate. So let's just say we move it at 200. You put in $58, you get almost $100 back profit. On top of your $58, you get a beautiful return on investment. Let me know what industry that you can go in, take $58 and turn it into 168% return on investment. That's awesome right there, guys. This is the potential. So let's just say conservative, we sell it for that. I'm going to just round up to 100 already. In these first couple of examples, $366 profit, okay? Let me check to see if we have any questions in the chat. Anybody have any questions? Creative Chronicles, you're the truth. I appreciate you helping the people. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. All right, Mr. Shine. Y'all talk to me if y'all on here getting value. Buy. You can reinvest it. That's absolutely right. So once you make that money, reinvest it into multiple products. That's what I like to call the snowball effect, right? So once you start making products, I'm biased, right? Because again, the media, the book category helped me make my first 6 figures. So I like to go deep because you can take a little bit of money. You guys see that return on investment. You can double it in, reinvest it to create that snowball effect. Exactly like you saying, Mr. Harris. All right, let me go back in and show y'all another example. And if y'all want to see any other categories in the future, let me know and we'll pull them up and we'll do it. Let me get this technology back right. Let's see, add the stage. All right, boom. Let's look at another one here. All right, let's look at this one. And I don't know if this one is going to be good or not. This price is a little bit higher. So they did have 10 in stock. They're out of stock now. This one we would be all in. We're going to round down. Well, let's round up. We'll go in at $86 all in. Let's say we didn't negotiate. This seller didn't give us a discount. So we're all in at about $86. All right, let's look. All right, so this one is going to be a lot closer, and I'll be interested in the chat to let me know what you guys would do. So the first thing I want to do is look on Keeper. So we noticed something on this one. This one at the beginning of June, going into July, if I can talk right tonight, it started trending down. So this book, the value of it is going down, and the reason why is because if you guys see down at the bottom, the offer count is going up. So one thing we know about a market in economics, if the supply goes up, more times than not, the demand goes down or the price goes down, right? So we notice this upward trend. They almost want to meet to each other, right? Like they're going to form an arrow pointing this way. But one thing about it, the reverse is also true. If you see the supply start going down, okay, the price usually goes up. So this is looking like what's happening here. I probably would stay away from this one because it hadn't bottled out yet. Look like it's probably going to still increase. But just for the sake of, since we're on live stream, look like it settled at around, what's the buy box right now? 136. Yep, 130. Oh, it's already in here. And then we're purchasing it for, I think, $86. All right. So this one, the sales rank is good. The estimated amount of sales is about 46 times per month. That meets the criteria. The sales rank is in the top 1%. The max cost, you guys see how that turned red or pinkish color here, is because we're not getting our 30%. That's the minimum return on investment. So if it costs us $86, worst case scenario, we sell it. And I actually think the way the market is trending is probably going to be less than that. Okay. So if it continues to trend down, we would only make $17 profit, a 20% return on investment. Now, if we're in the market, like if you're getting a 10% return on investment, that would be good. In arbitrage, that's not the name of the game. We want to at least get 30%. And of course, if we can get over like the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 500%, that's even better. Okay. And let me look at the estimated time to sell, about 8 days to sell. Which again, I'm gonna say, you take that with a grain of salt. I don't think it's the most accurate, but you can look at that if you choose to. All right, let me see the amount of sellers on this listing. FBA about 11, and then FBM is about 7. Let me go to the chat to see if we have any questions on this one. All right, so we did have a question from Vilio Studios. Add the stage. Let me see if I can get my page coming up right. All right. They said, when listing an item, do you have to put in offer images and product? No. So it's standard stock photos on Amazon, and all you have to do is like what we call an umbrella listing. So on Amazon is one made listing, and all of the different stores come up under that listing, right? Now on eBay, if you sold on eBay before, everybody has their own separate page. On Amazon, it's one umbrella listing, and all the business owners are up under that one listing. So you can put your pictures on there if you like, but I really don't see the need to do that at all. You can go ahead and move them without putting your pictures on. It's just a different beast than eBay. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? All right. If not, let's look at another example here. Let's exit that out, and I'm losing my voice for whatever reason. Let's look at another one here. This thing loads up. All right. Let's look at what this thing is going for on. My phone went dead. On eBay. So your online bookstore is selling this one for $37.48. Okay. And no, let me see, is it no shipping and 30-day return window, which it doesn't matter because we got the guarantee, remember. So we're all in. Their feedback percentage is pretty good, right? It's good feedback percentage. And they got a lot of reviews. So they've been doing this a while. This is definitely a good source. I would definitely check their store if I was you, because you're gonna find some profitable stuff here. Excuse me. All right, now let's look on Amazon. Okay, now Amazon, the buy box is $117.98. Okay, now one thing I noticed, it is a merchant fulfilled seller. Okay, now looking over here at SellersAmp, the profit calculator, the top 1%, it is in that, right? Estimated 22 sales per month. That's still pretty good. It doesn't quite sell every single day, but that's okay, right? The max cost to get a 30% return on investment, about $62.05. Right now, it already has our cost price in. I think it wasn't it the $37? Yep. And let's see how much we can sell it for worst case scenario. Let's see if Keeper comes up. Oh, and this one is beautiful. It's pretty steady. Yeah, it's pretty steady here. That's what you want to see, a consistent line. And look like it's at the lowest point, 102. So usually it's around 111. So yeah, we got pretty much the worst case scenario already in. You can spend $37 and double your money, right? So you will actually get what's that, $80 back whenever you spend 37. You got 115% return on investment. So yeah, that's beautiful there. And let's just say if you can sell it for the one, I think that's the 111 or so. Yeah, it'll just, your profits will just increase. So this one is a good one. Estimated time to sell about 3 days, right? So that's beautiful to look at. I'm not going to get too much into this. We'll get into like drops and average 90-day and average year sales on a later call if you guys want to on a live stream. Okay. So right now, I wouldn't purchase the last one, but let's just say we add another $50. So right now, just calculating, we're at $426, guys. $426 profit. Drop a 1 in the chat. Mr. Fox, how you doing? How you doing? That's my guy. How you doing, fam? Drop a 1 in the chat if you would like to make $426 from your laptop. Who would love to do that? If you would love to make $426 from your laptop, drop a 1 in the chat. Y'all let me know. Let me know. While y'all doing that, let's look at another one. We're going to try to at least get the 500 for tonight. We're going to try to get the 500 for tonight. Who would like it? Who would like the 426, y'all? Y'all let me know. Is that a good day? If you can make $426 profit, is that a good day? Yay or nay? You tell me. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. All right, boom. If you guys can see my screen, drop a 1 in the chat. Can y'all see my screen or is it freezing up? Can y'all see my screen? Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Can y'all see it? All right, cool. All right, boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Miss Welch. All right, let me go back in. All right, so now let me get back on my Instagram live. All right, so now let's look at this book while I'm trying to get back on IG, y'all. All right, so this particular book, it does have this crease right here, and depending on how you feel, you might say, I don't want to sell that, it's new, which is up to you for sure if you don't feel this new. But let's just assume for the sake of this live stream that everything is perfect, okay? All right. Now, this did make the cut. It's over, in my opinion, our strategy and what I tell my virtual assistants to look at. It's over the threshold of 98%. Also, they have over 4,000 reviews, so they're just not new to this. And right here, let's say we can't negotiate and we want to sell this thing for $42, right? $42. We'll purchase it. I'm sorry, not sell it for, purchase it for $42. So let's see what's going on Amazon. All right. First thing you can look at is this buy box. Now we got a unique buy box on this one. What's the difference here? Does anybody see a difference? Let me go back to the chat and see. I'm going to leave this up. Y'all tell me what's the difference between this buy box and then the buy box you guys been seeing on the other one. Does anybody know what's the difference? While I'm getting on Instagram, somebody tell me. Does anybody know the difference between the buy box we see there and the buy box we seen on the previous examples? Does anybody know? I'm kind of putting y'all, I'm putting somebody, y'all know I used to be a teacher. I'm putting you on the spot. Who knows the difference between the two? I like to get interactive. Somebody let me know what's the difference between that buy box. Let me go back to it. In the previous buy box. Does anybody know the difference? Give y'all another couple seconds while I go live. Let me see if anybody else knows. Does anybody know? All right, so I'm going to tell you. All right, so the difference between this buy box and the previous buy box is this is a used offer, okay? Guys on Instagram, if you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel, okay? The link is in my bio if you want to see my screen. This buy box here is used, right? All of the other ones we've seen is new, okay? But that's okay, all right? Because what we can do is actually go down to Keeper, right? If you go down to Keeper, it is going to show you what the buy box has been in the past. So that's the importance of using data, and we only make data-driven decisions. And y'all, let me pin this comment on IG. What's good, y'all? If you want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel linked in my bio. Y'all give me 1 second, YouTube. What's up, Someone? My guy, trying to get this YouTube thing jumping, man. Just giving some value. You know what it is. Y'all make sure to follow. This is me taking action. Let me pin this comment. Oh, man. And then I deleted it. My bad, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm back, YouTube family. Appreciate y'all hanging in here with me. All right. So what we can do is actually, even though it's no new buy box, let's look at the history. So back here, if you guys can see the pink, Black Eagle 1903 was actually in the buy box. That's where the pink was here. And if you guys see here, this Masal Bookland or whoever that is, I know I mispronounced that, so y'all don't laugh at me too much. But this person or this store was in the buy box here. So the buy box historically was at least $148.97. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube. The link is in my bio. So we know the buy box has been there. Now, new FBA offers has been up as high as 203. And right here, it shows us at least at 201, somebody bought right here because it was one on stock. And then the last time they were seen, so on August the 29th, somebody bought this thing for 201. So we know somebody bought for 201. So what's this range here? Around, to be safe, y'all know I like to play it safe, about 160-ish. I think we can move this. Let's go even cheaper, 149. Let's see what this comes out to. 149, because we only want to make data-driven decisions, and I want to be safe, okay? All right, so remember, we're only picking it up for 42. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, head over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. All right, so we're picking it up for 42. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. All right, so look at that. If you would take $42, sell this specific item for $149, if you would be okay with getting almost 170% return on investment, drop a 1 in the chat, right? Drop a 1 in the chat if you would be okay with spending $42 and getting back like $103, $113 back almost. Who would be okay with that? Because I would be okay with that. I would take as much money as I had to drop it in there so I could make that money. Mr. Lamar Smith, I was just about to look at some other people talk about wealth. My intuition said, H, nah, the family got you. Yep. So I appreciate you tuning in, bro. Hopefully you learned something from this here. I'm going to try to give you as much valuable because I don't take other people's time lightly. I know it's your most valuable asset. So appreciate you rocking with your boy. Yep. So I got a 1 here. Mr. Fox said no prime. Absolutely right. So the new offer on that specific question, it was no prime for the new or no buy box for the new. Miss Welch said she would take that all day, every day. Hey, if y'all here, y'all interact with the guy. If y'all getting value, y'all definitely share this stream with at least 5 people that's looking to separate their time from money. Because it's cool to run up a bag, but the ultimate goal is to buy back your most valuable asset. IG, if y'all tuning in to see my screen, come over to YouTube. I'll probably be on. We already been on 48 minutes. I'll probably stay on another 12 minutes, and then I'll be out of your way. But yeah, so the ultimate goal in all of this, yeah, everybody want to run up a quick bag, but how can you automate this system? How can you put SOPs or standard operating procedures into place so that you can gain more control over your time? Again, I had to learn the hard way through health problems, all kind of stuff like that, that you don't want to trade your time for money, right? You just don't want to do it, okay? So that's one example. That one was good. I think now we're up to almost $500 ticket, right? So at $500 a day, let's do some quick math. That would come out, I think, to $182,000 net per year. That's what we had so far, and we've been on less than an hour, 48 minutes, I think. So let's get out of here. Let's look at another one that I pull. All right. ATLS, Advanced Trauma Life Support. All right. So looking at this one, it's about 25. We add 6. That's about 31 all in. IG, if y'all want to see my screen and what I'm doing, slide over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. So we all in at about 31 for this one. And definitely, guys, use that negotiation tool because you're going to be able to save at least 10 to 20% if you know the right thing to say, to kind of work them down a little bit. Because most of the time, these people just want the money and they're gonna be out of the way. But right here, 100%. Look like everything would be good. Always check to make sure everything is authentic. Again, they say they do not accept any returns. That's cool, because guess what? We got the eBay money back guarantee. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is check it out on Amazon. Okay. All right, so the buy box for this one, we actually have a new buy box. It's at 208, but we can't trust that, right? We only make data-driven decisions. So I'm going to scroll down here to Keeper to look at the worst case scenario, and this one is absolutely beautiful. This is what you want to see here, guys. So right here, let's see. Yep, they were on so quick. You could barely see it. They moved theirs at 200 very quickly. And it's over 200 now. So right here, worst case scenario is about that. That 197 is an FBM offer, but the FBA lowest in the last 3 months was 200. So I'm gonna just come over here at 200. What we paying $38 for that? Hold on. Got that $31, man. $31 in. We make one. This almost like unbelievable, guys, till I really like show y'all what my VAs in the system that I set up. It probably looks like it's not real, and I don't I don't blame you for not believing it till I kind of like show you what really goes on, how easy it is once you know what you're doing. Best sellers rank, so the top 1%. That's good. That's what we need. It's moving over my threshold 40 times a month. Beautiful. To the max calls that my virtual assistant can pay for this is $125.08. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. The calls price, you guys seen it with your own eyes. We can pick it up for $31. You guys see that this is the safest scenario here. We can sell it for 200 pretty easily and probably get more than that. But this is just worst case scenario. Spend 31, we actually get $162 back and 61 cents. Look at that. That's beautiful, right? Beautiful. We quadrupled our money, over quadruple your money by investing into this product, right? So right here, that's at 131. That'll put us at $631 so far tonight. Investing in these products when you have the right strategy, right? And how long we've been on here. We've been on here 53 minutes. Oh, the screen share is off. My bad. Hold on, y'all. They saying my screen is off. Hold on, y'all. I apologize. Let me go back to that. Y'all drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can see my screen now. If you can see my screen and it looks a little weird, like my mouse is moving up and down, y'all drop a 1 in the chat. I'm doing all that talking. Y'all can't see my screen. Y'all let me know. If you can see my screen, give me a 1. I don't want to go further till y'all. I want to make sure everybody can exactly see this play so you guys can be okay. Perfect. All right, we got some ones. All right, let me go back in. I'm gonna explain exactly what I just did. Okay. All right, so the first thing I did, now that you guys can see my screen, over here on eBay. Okay, so the first thing I did, I rounded this up to 25. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, head over to YouTube. The link is in my bio. $25, right? I rounded the shipping up to $6, so that's $31. Okay, $31. The next thing I look at is the feedback of this specific seller. So it's 100%. They got over 600 reviews, so they're pretty much legit. You want to check out the pictures to make sure everything is everything. If not, if something comes not as expected, do the eBay money back guarantee. So we all good on that. The next thing you do, slide over to Amazon. Okay. So now what I was saying when my screen wasn't shared is that right here, this blue line is actually merchant fulfilled. Okay. But right here, FBA, the lowest was 200. Okay. So right here, I noticed it's actually two things. So right here, And let's look at, I think that's FBA. This faint little line here. So she was on, or he or she, whoever the business owner was only on for like 1 day. And look, they was already out of stock that quick. They was first seen on July the 12th, July the 13th, they out of here. 1 day it sold at $200. So how did I get $200 as worst case scenario? Because right here, look how constant that is. Right here, the buy box is actually up to like, what is that right now? We at 208. So I said 200 for FBA. It's almost the worst case scenario. So I put my 200 into my profit calculator. And if you guys want any free trials to any of this software, tap the link down in the description of this video. It's at the top 1%. That's beautiful. It passed my threshold of estimated sales per month. The max cost, that is what my virtual assistants will need to buy it for to at least get a 30% return on investment. Excuse me. The cost, we already saw it was $31. We're going to sell it, worst case scenario, $200. We would profit $131.61. Return on investment over $400. So yeah, you can quadruple your money by having the skills to find this product, ship it in, either use a prep center or ship it in the FBA, and boom, you in the money. So right now in this live, we up $631 so far in an hour, right? How would you, let's just say, because you guys not going to be as experienced as me, let's just say you did half of that. How many people would be happy with making $300 an hour? Drop 300 in the chat if you would be happy at making $300 per hour from your laptop. Or you can automate a business that made you $300 in an hour. IG, if you guys want to see my screen, slide over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. How many people? Drop 300 in the chat if that's a pretty good hour for you working. At least for me, it is. So this is a great question right here. This is perfect. So theoretically, these books sell within 1 day. Some of them do, right? But not all of them. I can't sit here and tell you that all of them are going to sell in 1 day. But what is going to happen, if you buy enough and you continue to buy these, once you get thousands of them, then yes, you're going to be selling books every single day. You're going to be selling every single day. So these same scenarios, you're going to be selling, man, I can't even tell you, a high percentage of your books. Let's just say that you get 100 of these books right here, right? 100. Now, on average, they've been making, I don't know tonight. Let me look at the numbers. They probably on average been making about, I say about $80 out of all of them per book. If you just sold 3 books a day, that's $240 a day, right? And I don't know, let's just say you sold 4. That's $320 a day. Congratulations, you're making, what's that? Let me look at the math. Let's do some math real quick at 320. 320 times 365. Yep, divided by 12. Let's see how much you make in a month. Yep, about $9,700 a month right there from your laptop. Or you can get somebody to automate it and, you know, dial in your system. So I can't promise you that it's going to sell every single day, right? Because it's a market. It depends on the specific buyer that comes in, right? The better that you get, the more it's going to sell. So you should be selling multiple items per day, but you have to build your inventory. You can't just get 1 or 2 products and say, hey, well, I'm done. You know, this is good. This is all I need. Like it's a snowball effect, right? So you're constantly putting in inventory. Maybe this item sells in 4 days. This one sells in 3 days. This one sells in 1 day. This one sells in 7 days. This one sells in 10 days. This one sells in 21 days. if you're constantly setting a goal and hitting that number every single day and sending in that inventory, yeah, it's a snowball effect. You will have tens of thousands of dollars a day. So like my biggest day so far has been an $8,000 day, right? But it wasn't all on books that sold within one day. Some of the books I could have had for 30 days, but it's because I'm building that inventory full of profitable products is why. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over to the link in my bio. I'm on my YouTube. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. All right, let me give y'all some more examples. We've been on an hour. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Oh, let me make sure y'all let me know, because y'all know with technology with what's this called? StreamYard is terrible. If y'all can see that big screen, drop a 1 in the chat. I don't want to go through this example and y'all can't see it again. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can see my screen again, and then we'll go through this example. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over to my YouTube real quick. Waiting for a 1 to come up in the chat. Once I get a 1, we rocking. All right, perfect. Perfect. Got my 1. All right, let's go over. Boom. Boom. Let's look at another one. All right, I want to go to eBay first. What we cooking with? All right, so this one, another one. It's a stock photo, so we can't see the actual book. This one looks like a relatively new seller, only 17 reviews or feedback, 100% positive, which is good. But you can reach out and always ask them for a picture. If they acting shady, you can move on to the next. Now, for the sake of this example, we're going to assume everything is legit. We have $49 plus 6. I'm going to round up. $55 all in, assuming that we can't negotiate a deal. Okay. So 55 all in. All right, right here, I'm going to ask y'all a question. Y'all know I used to be a teacher. If you don't, now you know. What is different about this buy box right quick? Somebody tell me what's different about this buy box from the other ones. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over to YouTube. The link is in my bio. What's different about that buy box, y'all? I'm back looking at this screen so I can look at the comments. Let's see who learning something. What's different? Let me show y'all the buy box again. What is different about this buy box from the other ones? Somebody tell me. Even if you don't know, guess. I'm looking for some comments to move if you getting value. If y'all want to see my screen, slide over IG to my YouTube channel. What's different about that buy box? Somebody tell me. I think it's a little delay on this stream. Does anybody know? We should know. We should know for the people that's been on the chat. What's different? What's different, y'all? I'll give y'all another minute to think about it. Look at it real good. The featured offer here, that buy box, what's different? What's different compared to the other ones we looked at before? Does anybody know? Show other bot. Okay. At least we got somebody, KT, pretty trill. All right. So I'm going to break it down. Okay. So right here, the other ones, they were new offers. Okay. Because some of y'all probably just coming in from off of IG. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over to my YouTube. The link is in my bio. This is a used buy box, right? Remember the condition. If you guys look at eBay, we're looking at new items tonight. Okay. So right here, we don't even know what the new buy box is, but that's okay. We can find out by leveraging this software. And this one has a crazy line going on. So the last time, where was the buy box on this thing? Let's see where it is. Let's see if I can get on the pink line. Let's do this. It's about 150. It won't let me get on the line there, but it's about 150. If you guys see that pink line, it's been all over the place. So this is a weird one to look at a little bit. So what I would do on this one, worst case scenario, this buy box has been at, let's see, that's an FBM seller. Where's the FBA lowest though? Look like around $93. So this is good. This is a good one here. Worst case scenario. This one might not be a buy because I don't want it to make it seem like, okay, everything that you look up is going to be perfect, because that's not realistic, right? To get good at this, you're going to go through a lot. You got to learn the strategy. So this is probably going to be really good. Let's see how many, worst case scenario, we will purchase it for 90 or sell it for 93. We're buying it for, what's that, 55? Let's see. So this one, yeah, this one wouldn't work out. That's perfect. This one would not work out. Even though the sales rank is great, even though I see you, Ian, I appreciate you. I just seen your comment come over here on my phone, man. I can't see it on my YouTube, but I appreciate you joining in, brother. Hope all is well. So the sales rank is the top 1%, is selling over my minimum, which is the 36 sales per month. The max cost, though, remember, that's our buffer. So how does my virtual assistant know what to purchase and what cost they can't go over? So right here, they would try to negotiate. They need to get this number up under 52 and a lot under that, because you want to give yourself some room. That's just the minimum. Right now, we would pick this up for 50, sell it, worst case scenario. Now, could you sell it up here? Absolutely. Look how the things change if we were able to sell it for 145. Oh, that's beautiful. We in the money. We can double our money. We over 100% ROI. IG, if y'all want to see my screen, click the link in my bio for my YouTube channel. But when you're doing online arbitrage, we only buy with data-driven decision. I buy off worst case scenario, guys. Okay. So $13 profit. You do get a 24% return on investment. Not good enough for me. Estimated 3 days to sell. I pass on these all day, every day. We're not buying and filling our inventory up with that. Let's see. We got another question here. KT Pretty Trill. What indicators you look for via graph? So Keeper, you want to look at sales rank. You want to look at the amount of sellers. You want to look at the trends, the offer count. So I look at pretty much everything to kind of see what story the market has been telling me. I buy off a worst case scenario. So it's just something that you practice to get good at for sure. All right. So if you guys got value from this specific live and you guys want to see me do more of this, say yes, more. Drop either yes or more in the chat if you guys want to see more of these style videos, or if you guys like the pre-recorded videos better. Y'all let me know which way y'all want to take it. We can take the channel either way. If you guys like this style more, analyzing products, looking at what's profitable, how you can make, we can run it up and do different categories. Y'all let me know. Or y'all like the pre-recorded videos, which way is better? All right, Mr. Lamar said yes. We gonna see. Yes, they want to see more videos like this. Which one? More videos like this is one. More pre-recorded videos is two. If you IG, if y'all want to see my screen, slide over. I'm gonna wait for one more yes, and then we'll come back tomorrow and we'll do it again. We'll analyze some more products from a different category. We'll go to a different category. Ms. Welch said yes. Okay, so that's the third yes. So y'all like these style videos. Okay. Now, if anybody wants to connect directly with me or tap in with the last challenge that we had over 5 days, full of gems, the links are down in the description. If you want to get a one-on-one with me, you need any additional support, that you're trying to take this thing out of here with the fastest way possible. Like you ain't got time to play around. Either you working too long in your 9 to 5 and you need an answer and you need it quickly. Tap the links down in the description and they will get busy. I'll get you on that track to start separating your time from money. All right, YouTube, y'all be blessed. Y'all hear my voice going out. It's midnight here on the East Coast. See y'all on the next one. Love.